Ocean, something is missing. A piece of land, it just went down.
And now when I did some research, it's some pyramids that's been flooded under the ground, but it's like in the Caribbean areas. Like it's a lot of land in the Caribbeans that's underground.
That's what is originally. Honestly, that's where the battle between the United States and Cuba it is, because Cuba has some archaeological sites, but Cuba is not stupid, or Fidel Castro was not stupid. They discovered something in those archaeological sites that are not that are forbidden to enter, because first of all it's Cuban, it's Cuban territory, and second, I don't know what secrets they have there, but they have some archaeological sites in Cuba, which may be Mayan or maybe some other things, but they have some archaeological sites in Cuba that are below water.
Yeah.
There are only few people know. All the Cubans know, Fidel Castro knew, United States knew back then. That's why
they trying to hide it from us though.
Yeah, that's why.
Because they've been hiding history and stuff.
Yeah, the Cubans have a lot of history and a lot of DNA in their. Look at how they look. They have different varieties on their DNA. So the Cubans have like. They are great doctors. They are very knowledgeable on things. They have this from naturally because of the whatever they were there, the ancient civilizations that were there before they got sunken down.
Yeah.
Right now we're at the bridge of that happened in this peninsula can go
on the ground anytime. I can tell. Yeah.
Underwater anytime, and it can happen. Maybe not in the according to carbon dated. Test, it cannot be in 5 to 10,000 years. It could be in 5 years, 100 years. It could be in 30 years.
Yeah.
But we don't really want to know the real truth because it might create chaos. If you say, oh, you know, the waters rose and the earth drowned, and maybe like every 500 years, people are gonna start thinking different. They're gonna start to be programming different. Say, oh, that doesn't happen every 500 years. Maybe every 1,000 years. Okay, maybe every 1,000 years. Maybe every 2,000 years. Right now we are in the 2020 year after death.
After Christ.
After Christ. But imagine before. We don't know anything. The history. We just know certain dates and stuff.
Yeah, certain days when they wrote it down. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, is you do the history, you learn, you see the sites, you go there, and then at the end you come up with your own conclusions. You don't believe that Christopher Columbus discovered America because it's not true.
I don't believe the shit at all because it's not true. Because I know the Europeans ain't built no pyramids, they ain't built none of that shit.
And when the Vikings discovered Greenland, it was a nice, beautiful green country. It was not frozen. That's why they got the name Greenland. And now it's all covered in ice. But when I
never looked at it like that.
Yeah, when they discovered it, it was nice because of the climate change.
Yeah.
It's not every 26,000 years. It's not every 20,000 years. It could be happening right now every 2,000 years.
It's just like they saying the Antarctica melting. That's what they saying from the global warming and all that little type of stuff. But you may be right though, because
it could be happening another 40-year rain.
Yeah.
The whole country, the whole world could be flooded, you know, and then reset again, and then we have another 2020 years again, and another bullshit history again for us to keep calm, you know.
Another thing, okay, now let everybody know your background. What do you do?
I'm a certified tourist guide. I take people into archaeological sites, and I take people into biosphere reserves, in jungles, and it's a mixture or a little bit of jungle and archaeologicals, because these archaeological sites were discovered thanks to the sap of rubber tree, bubblegum tree, the ink to make the tone of the dollar bill. Everything was in from here and exported to the United States. So people were looking into the jungle, seeing where they can make money, $1 here or two. These good trees to make nice furniture. They stumble upon these archaeological sites, in the jungle. They were buried. The jungle reclaimed it. So we're talking about, man, maybe we're talking about maybe 1,500 years, 2,000 years that it's open now for us to see. And it's, for example, the ruins in Tulum, they were constructed in the year 634 after Christ. And they were before, after the Spanish arrival, they were abandoned, and now they are rose up again as a tourism site. In the future, we don't know what people are going to invent that they were there for. It could be something that people rewrite.
I got a good question for you. Okay.
Oh, and also I have another one. The Mayans, see how we are with the Mayans as we are with the Olmecs, and see the descendants.
Yeah.
I believe the Mayans are Asian descendants because they have this lotus flower position. They meditate a lot.
Yeah.
They believe in duality. They believe it. I can be good. I can be bad. They always go like this when they're doing a ritual. They always put these fingers like this. When they're trying to grab something. It's like a very
should I do that?
Oriental thing. You know, they go like this.
Yeah.
When they're meditating, they're in the lotus flower position. They're like this. You're gonna see a lot of murals, and you check out their hands from now on. They have this like a little Oriental things, you know. So I think
that's crazy. Cause I do that shit. I do it, but not knowing. I just do it playing. I just be playing, but
check out their features on the Mayans. Their hands. Check out their hands. It tells you a lot. Check out the way they're sitting when they're on the throne. They're sitting in the lotus flower position. They are meditating. They're like, I can be good, I can be bad, I can, just be real. They can. ¿Dónde? They can. No. They can probably, really meditate. They can. Oh, and also the jade. The jade is not endemic to this region, to Central America, to Southern Mexico, Mesoamerica.
You say who is not?
Jade. The gem jade, the green gem.
Yeah.
That one is not endemic to this area. It's endemic to Asia. But the Mayans used to do a lot of work with jade. So maybe the early Mayans, they brought it with them.
See, I believe the Asians came from the Bering Strait, and they came down and intermixed with whatever was already here, and that's how they came about being.
Yeah.
And because I see features in Asians that I kind of see in certain Mexicans and stuff.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
natives here, the indigenous people, they have their elongated eye sockets. They have like this. Their hair is very straight. Their hair is very really straight. And also they're not very tall. They're very short.
They're short. Yeah.
You see them. Everything is like, damn. You're looking at. I have some friends that they look straight Chinese.
So what's your background? Like, what's your bloodline?
My background is my mom. She's her family. She's from Guatemala.
Okay.
My father is originally from Mexico.
Okay.
Maybe 4 generations from my background on my mom's side. She's 3 generations Mexican, but the great grandmother was from Guatemala originally.
Okay.
And the great grandmother, she was from another place. I don't know where was she from. Rafita.
Have you ever took a DNA test?
No, never. No.
See, I did the Ancestry.com test. And it's a good thing. It helps you find a lot of living family. If you don't know your background, it's gonna be hard. But luckily, I had a lot of older people in my family and a lot of help to help me build my family tree.
Let me show you a picture of my mom. As you can see, I don't think it's so you can see her more of her background than me.
Okay.
This is over here. Get a good picture of her.
Got this video. We're gonna start some back up in a little bit.